project, my project is about dresses. In this project, you will learn about the history of dresses, why dresses were invented, the fabrics you can use, and some more. What was it again?
Why don't you just keep that in front of you? It's okay.
These are some examples of paragraphs I have written. In a few minutes, you may see some of my own sketches that I have made for this project, and you might be amazed. I chose dresses for my project topic because when I grow up, I would like to be a fashion designer. And I wanted to know more, and now I have. So let's begin. So right here, it's one of my, this just popped right on top of my head, and it's a firework dress, and it's not for spiders, so that just kind of came to me. And then right here is one of my flower dresses that Val gave me the idea of. And then right here, I also came up with my own, and to me, it's kind of like a Hollywood dress that kind of Hollywood girls wear to like walk down the runway or like that or something. So right now I'm going to read the introduction on page 1. Okay, imagine a model walking down the runway in the most gorgeous dress you've ever seen, and you wanted to know more about it. Well, now you can. This book is based on a topic about, you guessed it, dresses. In this book, you are going to learn more about the history, fabrics, making dress stand out, why they were invented, and much more. There is a lot about dresses you might have not known, so if you want to learn more, read on. The history of dresses. The history of dresses has gone back a long time. Dresses may have been back since the 1800s, or maybe the 1500s or farther than that. Really, the only difference from then and now is the length. But the styles drastically changed over the years, and they became bigger, shorter, lacier, and much more different. 1800 dresses were usually formal or work gowns. Now our dresses are designable, pretty, and much more different than the 1800s. This was the interesting history about dresses. Here are the dress fabrics. There are many types of fabrics used by dress designers. Satin is used on dresses to make it look nice because satin lays very good if you want to layer it. Georgette is also used in dress designing because it is a type of silk that is light, crinkly, and has a slight rough feel. So it can be made in dresses that require a slight wrinkle in it, like wedding dresses. Another fabric is, this is weird, but it's cheesecloth. Cheesecloth is a cotton cloth that can be used many different ways. For example, cookies. Bark cloth can also be used in dress designing. The fabric is very old, is used in parts of Asia, Africa, and parts of the Pacific. Bark cloth is made from very specific tree bark in Asia. The Morcaea family grows the trees in Asia. These are good fabric choices that you can use. These are some steps of making a dress stand out. First, maybe you should experiment with shades and colors, then add a little something that you think is your style. Next, try cool styles to make it look pretty cool, or you. You can also see if you can take old dressy things or different accessories to make them look unique. These are some examples of how you can make your dress pretty and standing out. This is about how and why dresses were invented. Dresses were first made as tunics, or long shirts. Those were a type of dress. And eventually, women started adding more and more until the tunic became a dress. Dresses were invented because they were made to protect us from elements that were dangerous or harmful to people. People wore long dresses for the protection. Dresses were protecting because they had many layers. These are some reasons dresses were invented and how dresses were invented. the comparison of frilly and mermaid dresses, from my point of view. First, mermaid dresses look tight at the knees and throughout the body. Frilly dresses are sometimes tight, but usually loose. Next, mermaid dresses usually don't use a lot of fabric, especially for the bottom. Frilly uses a lot of fabric for layers, especially if the dress gets poofy. But frilly can be tight like a mermaid dress. Sometimes mermaid dresses use a lot of fabric like frilly, but not usually. These are some similarities and differences of frilly and mermaid dresses. Last but not least is the conclusion. In conclusion, as you can see, there's a lot more to dresses than just looking at dresses. You may have not even known that there was a history. So now you know how I said you would learn more. Well, I bet you have. Why I chose this, because when I grow up, I would like to be a fashion or dress designer. That's how inspired I've gotten. So I would like to be a fashion designer, and I think you should follow your dreams. This is the picture of a mermaid dress that I personally drew, because they can have straps. Sometimes they aren't just strapless. The whole dress usually doesn't use much fabric. As you can see, it just goes slim and down, and it's tight throughout the body. It has different designs that grabs people's attentions. Like, as you can see, I put some diamonds and rhinestones right here. And it's nice and flowing at the bottom, so that way it can be long, short. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people like it both ways. Right here is the frilly dress. Right here, you can see it uses a lot of fabric because there's layers and layers and layers. And it has a little bit of a boof. It's nice and smooth at the top, like usual, or sometimes usual. And sometimes it's short at the bottom, but sometimes long. Now, what I brought that mannequin thing in for is right here. That's not just a headless body. That's kind of like a mannequin, which is made of metal usually. They can be webbed. They can look like an actual plastic person, or sometimes like this. Peyton, if you want to, you can pass that around. Because that is from my room, and I got an idea of bringing it in to show you. So.
All right. Thank you, Roune.